camp team. Earlier in the season, I heard that we got a couple Photoshop pictures with it. It's good stuff.
What are your emotions today? Because you could easily have just gone on to the league last year instead of coming back.
And it hasn't really set in yet. And it's just, everything happens for a reason. So that's all I can really leave you with. Getting injured and coming back, like I was thinking about going the whole time until I got injured. End up coming back and end up being part of history. End up doing stuff that people ain't really think you can do.
Cal said you guys are going to go to the SEC tournament and play there for the fans. I mean, how motivated are you guys as a group to play well down there?
There's more games. It's coming down to an end, so playing in front of our fans, it's gonna be the last time we're all playing together. So we're not gonna have the same team ever again. So you got to take it every day at a time, every game. Like that's the last time you're playing with them. Like it's just gonna dwindle down to nothing, and it's gonna be a memory.
Billy Donovan said that from now on, the so-called neutral sites, you guys are gonna have home games from now on. No more road games in the sense of the other guys' court. What boost do you think the fans can provide on a neutral setting?
I mean, you see it when you go there. Half our fans are going to be on one side, and it's going to be like everybody else's fans on the other. They're just going to swarm everybody, and they're louder at other people's place anyways. When we're winning, they do the Go Big Blue chant. It goes past their crowd, so it's just going to be extra live because of the situation.
How was Alex? Being this whole time with the injury and still being a part of the team.
Spirits has been good, but like I've been through it, so you feel like you're missing out on something. So we just try to keep him in it. Go visit him in his room and stuff, and have him around a lot because it's not fun when you like sitting out and you're watching your team, do the stuff that we're doing and you're just missing it. So. I'm sorry. I'm done.
What would you say about the contributions Trey and Carl made to this victory today?
I mean, it's great. It's big for them and it's big for our team, for them to do that in the future too. We need, that's the type of stuff Cal's talking about, where everybody's playing at the best. So if everybody's giving up their numbers like that, it's scary.
In the preseason, there were a lot of people that said this wasn't going to work. Not necessarily undefeated, but just this many guys getting along and succeeding. How have you guys, as teammates and brothers, made this work this year?
Sacrifice. Ultimately, if you're winning, you're all good. Like it's easy to sacrifice when you're winning. So let's just win. Because if we lose, I'm blaming you. You're blaming me. I'm not getting as many minutes. I'm not playing well. Well, if you're winning, it doesn't matter because you got nothing to blame on. Like you're not losing nothing. So it's a lot easier when you're winning.
Did you have any doubts before the season? When you're coming back from the injury, you saw these other guys coming in. Was there any concern that, this is a lot of players. These are a lot of guys and not so many minutes. Any concerns with that at all?
Nah, I mean, you can tell from the jump that what Cal had in mind, and like Cal's a genius. Like you know that he's got something in his head that he's planning, and most of the time it works. So you just gotta run with it, and if it doesn't, he's gonna be the first to tell you that it didn't work. So this is one thing you just gotta trust him.
Willie, how much did you enjoy right there?
An SEC title, a national championship, to release cement the history that you guys have made, or can you reflect on 31-0 as a separate accomplishment for whatever happens after?
I mean, regardless, we made history. Now it's time. Like that's done. It's another season now. So slate 0-0 from here on out, and that's the way you got to approach it.
Does anything change? Does any preparation change? Because it's 2 more guaranteed games.
No, knowing how Cal is, it's not changing anything. He's going to keep, whatever we've been doing, that's what we're doing. And, he's always telling us not to do anything tricky, so he's not going to do anything tricky. He's just going to keep on doing what everybody else has been doing.
Well, how much did you enjoy the post game out there? Kind of huddle with your teammates, talk to the crowd, that kind of thing?
It's fun. It reminds you of the NCAA tournament. You know, after say you win in the little wherever station you're at, and then you're up on the podium. So that's what it reminds you of. It's a great feeling. So, you know, hopefully we get 3 more of those.
Well, Carl, how has he improved? Just seems like he's even improved in the last couple of weeks to last month.
That's him from the jump. It just takes time. I mean, to play in the college game, to learn how to play in the college game. I mean, everybody knew that's him from the beginning. So it's nothing new to me. Like, I've seen it in practice. I've witnessed, you know, what he can do. So now it's just going to come together for him.
He had 13 points, 9 rebounds, and 6 blocks, and he was sitting over there talking about how he struggled today. He's going to have to go back to his room and really kind of, give himself, really take all this in and evaluate. Those numbers sound pretty good to me.
I mean, it sounds like a really good line, 13, 9, and 6. So can you put that into perspective for me? Why he might be disappointed to some degree?
Might not even be about his numbers. Maybe he had a play that, you know, he could have done better at. It's something small. And that's what he's beat up about. Not even about scoring, not even about rebounding. It's just, you know, maybe he didn't help a player out or something. You know, he could be beating himself about that.
Well, you said yesterday that when you think about the big picture, that's how you get beat. So how did you guys do this over the course of the regular season? How did you keep from looking ahead and making it about 30 as opposed to 30?
That's just competitive. Everybody on the team is so competitive that losing is like next to death. And that's the way you play. Like, I'm not trying to lose. In practice, it's like that. You know, blue versus white. You're not trying to lose. When you lose, you're mad. You're cussing each other. You're trying to fight each other. So, and that's what keeps you going. And that's why we're so clse. When you see us out there, we'll go to battle for each other.
Do you remember what it's like to lose?
I don't want to remember what it's like to lose.
Hey, Willie, this could have been your last time on Rupp Arena floor. What were your emotions like?
I try to not play outside of myself, so going into the game or going to any kind of game, I'm trying to stay like super low key, still silly, still trying to, you know. But in the inside, you're kind of like, oh, this is a big game. But you got to try to, you know, stay how you've been the whole season, the whole time, and just play within yourself.
All right, thanks, Will.